Ooh, welcome back, Heavenlies. This is HEAVENSARMY celebrating the channel anniversary 9-year mark. We started May 24th, 2015, and now it's the year 2024. 9 years has gone by, and I can't even make the joke, like, 9 long years. Oh, the years is tolling on me. Nah, not at all. I passed that YouTuber 7-8 year mark 2 years ago, 1 year ago, and it's just like, nah, I don't feel worn out. I'm guessing maybe you get worn out by more people you have, maybe, but considering I have, like, you know, very few people, I guess it didn't wear me out. But yeah, we're back. I feel like YouTube is like the best thing to look at because all the videos show up in a nice little playlist and you can see them from the oldest and it goes up to the newest, so I gotta go backwards. But they are day by day, live stream by live stream, in order from last year, this day last year. Although Twitch is always a little off, because yes, it's truly been exactly 12 months, exactly a year, unless I post it a day later, and maybe that's where it's going wrong. But I feel like I'm pretty sure this year was I sent it out the day as well. Who knows? Either way, I am here to once again, because I enjoy celebrating and being happy and enjoying things, that I'm doing another one of these. Not just because of the day, but I enjoy celebrating. I try to take the little victories I get throughout the year and celebrate them. So let's just go through these one video at a time and see how long this takes. Sure, let's go with that. But while I go through, for those who are here, for those who show up, I'm gonna hit next. For those who show up now, later, just thank you for all of the support. And I'm trying to word the word support, but because support means something different for all of you. And I hope the support that you're thinking of is like showing up, writing a comment, hitting a like, and it goes beyond that as well. Again, I've said this so many times, I just want people to find me and show up and enjoy the content. If they could show up and find me and I have people around, that's the first hard step. Because to me, that's the hardest thing. It's so hard to have people around, or when people find me, they're like, cool, you're awesome, and then I never see them again, so I don't know what happened, right? So with that, yeah, your support to me means just even showing up and watching. That's what I'm talking about. Of course, there's like hitting buttons, subscribing, donating, all of that stuff is, again, above and beyond what I want. I just want viewers first. I want people around. Let's get this channel growing. And we're still, I'm gonna say we're still at the same spot we were. Like, there's no one here right now celebrating, and eventually one person will pop in, and right, or two or three, but like, I'm waiting to get to that point where I have a celebration and there's just a bunch of people here already ready to celebrate as well, and I don't have to kick this off by myself. So hoping that people find this video. What I will go through, because I think I'm changing my format all the time, and I want it to get better and better. I'm gonna go with my started series this year. I will go through them again in video, day-by-day format, but the started series I've done this year, I have started Kirby. Kirby is one of the series I started. Sly Cooper, Jack and Daxter, and I started Gran Turismo, but I started on Gran Turismo 5. So those were the series that I started. Series that I finished, which means I've already had them started. I must have mentioned them, you know, last year or some other celebration. But we finished Infamous and we finished The Elder Scrolls. Again, you're like, wait a minute, you finished Elder Scrolls? Yes. There was The Elder Scrolls Online. I decided to take that's okay. That's Mozart. Listen, I'm on the YouTube thingy again. Just give me nice songs that are not copyrightable and they're in just random order, and we're going through it, okay? Hopefully you don't mind the absolute randomness of what's going to happen. But yeah, so I finished the Elder Scrolls Online, and that's me truly saying I finished the Elder Scrolls until another game comes out this time. Donations, which I will now, yeah, so I feel like I've done this last. I did donations last and was all over the place. I'm doing it now. So from May has been, again, one of those big button pushers, in a good way. And May donated Forspoken, Pokemon Shining Pearl, and Flowers donated Lego Luke Skywalker, the Lego Luke Skywalker series thing. That one was good. And then Make Biscuits Not Love donated the Elder Scrolls Online. There you go. So those were the donations of this year. That's a weird to have. I have this in a weird spot, but I again, I was writing these as they were in order. So I deleted Arknights from my phone. We're probably gonna get to that point. Did I even play any Arknights at all this year? We'll find out. But Arknights has been officially deleted from my phone. I didn't write down a time or date. Arknights is, again, I can play it every day, and I was playing it every day, but I've only live streamed how many times a year? And then when I do an awesome video, no one's watching it, so I'm just like, you know what? As much as I like Arknights, I have to wait months for some content to come out. How about I just drop it? So I did, and it's now officially off my phone, and I'll go to the series of when I try to look up more phone games because I had none. But where are we at? Let's go looking right at this, because right here is where it gets interesting, because we were doing Breathage. We were on episode 2, then I did my anniversary, and then I probably... Again, I really didn't pay attention. Did I do this the same night? Because again, this was only an hour in, and then this is 2.5, so I'm thinking I did these the night before. At least some progress update with deleted combos. Oh, interesting that I have deleted combos. So this has been an interesting year. I'll get to it when I get to it, because the whole year's done for me, right? I've already done the year. Things have already happened, which was good and bad. And I've already experienced it, and now I'm going through it backwards again from, like, this is day 0, day 1, ground 0, and I did this on the same day, on May the 24th, most likely, and I just hop right back into Breathage. So I'm pretty sure I said that this was a pretty funny game at last year, and now that we're continuing on, yeah, Breathage was very funny. Very good. There was the spot at the end that really got me. There was many spots in this game that got me, but there's some other moments that just really, I don't know if you played this game and not laughed. I don't know how you pulled it off, because this was my kind of comedy, and it just had such good tropes and stuff going in. Like the knee thing that knee got me, and I'll never forget that knee. But yeah, Breathage was great. Absolutely great. I truly enjoyed that. I'm pretty sure if I click here, I won't delete anything. Great. So what were we doing here? Breathage, just chatting, a short stream to keep my record. Oh, something must have happened where I had no internet or something crazy. Something happened, okay? Again, it's around... It's like 2-3 days later. 1, 2, 3, 4 days later, and before, something always crazily happens near my anniversary and other things that I want to celebrate. When I get a new game and I'm all excited, I'm like, let's play this. Something happens and it's weird, but yeah. Seems something happened right there. Breathage episode 6, Tekken 7, testing my rage versus the 10-star story. I'm gonna scroll up. Oh, okay, let's scroll it right to the, like, that. Oh, too far. Well, okay, the scrolling is a little woo. But yeah, this is where I was doing the rage test. I was like, can I get angry? Like, it's been 8+ years, right? Like, I was young when I started this, and now that, like, years has gone by, you know, can I get angry now? The answer, spoiler alert, no, I still can't get angry. I still can't do this absolutely ridiculous... This was ridiculously hard. There's, like... Some of the matches I died how many times? Over and over and over. Again, you're playing as different characters. You really need to know all of your characters, and if you only know at this point Asuka and not even Elisa, then you're gonna get beat up pretty badly. So yeah, that. But then I went on to more Tekken 7. Interesting. I was going for the thing that I found out. If you do 2,000 matches, you unlock everything in the game. And that's online matches, offline matches, but it has to be the matches, not the story, not training. It needs to be the matches, or is it the treasure thing too? But I just did whatever I did. But yeah, getting there. 1,800 out of 2,000. And then I did the Descenders. Why did I do 2 hours? And again, it's weird when I see like not 4 hours. That means something went awry to me. But 2 hours and 40 and then 2 hours. And I did the Descenders, which was just an absolutely crazy bike game. First person view is absolutely terrifying, especially when you go into a backflip. But yeah, that was just seems to be out of nowhere. And then the 2,000 matches and I unlocked everything. Yeah, there you go. So this is nice. I get to see this. Now, this is just creative mode. I must have had to do something or filler or something. Because yeah, like I didn't play Subnautica Below Zero. This is clearly an episode 9 creative mode. It should have been episode 0 or episode 01. Yeah, I don't know why I left it like that, but maybe... Okay, you know what? Maybe I'll just tell all my secrets. I'll tell all my secrets. Maybe I called it this because I'm thinking of doing Subnautica Below Zero again. Don't know when. Could be this year, could be next year, but of course I'm going to do Below Zero again. I did Subnautica twice. Let's do Below Zero twice. And my second playthrough, I'm just going to have things just bing, bang, boom, all laid out. I know where to go. I know what I'm doing. Kinda. And that's probably why I called it episode 9. I'll leave it in the playlist and I'll go. We're still doing Breathage, the funny moments, more funny moments, English dubbed. Okay, I'm just being silly now. And then I finished the game. Okay, so I think the game came out of nowhere, right? Yeah, the ending just came out of nowhere. It was going and going and going, and then it was just like that. So yeah, that. Either way, I see now that we're starting Infamous. Yes and yes. So I hopped back onto Infamous. We did like the other ones because they were free on my PlayStation 4 way back when, many years ago. And then I'm going through a bunch of games. I'm trying to get like a bunch of out of there games and trying them out on my channel. Infamous was one of them. Yes, and it's a little bit higher age rated than I expected. Again, I've been playing a lot of higher age rated games, not on purpose. I'm not like I've given up and not playing any Happy Nice games anymore. No. It's just I started Infamous. I kind of wanted to finish it, and then I play the games and I'm like, yikes! There's swearing and there's so much going on. Yikes! So yeah, that's what's happening. But yeah, I missed my delete breathage thingy. I got notes just in case if I, forget something, but I also like don't want to stick too long. That sounds like the Mario thing that we heard last year on my anniversary. I hope I'm right. But yeah, no, Breathage was funny and great. I had a blast, and then we move into Infamous, and then we go into Final Fantasy 16 demo. Ooh, when we get there. I hope people have seen some of the moments that happened this year, and if not, well then hopefully this video just explains how this whole year went. But Infamous was a bit high age rated, so I just wrote down demo and left it as is, did I? Yikes, okay. Did I lose my hair? Yes, at some points I did lose my hair. In cutscenes, my hair just went away. Sometimes you see this hair, and sometimes you don't see that. We might finish in the next episode, was I right? Finish the game a bit early. Okay, yeah, so I felt like sometimes you can feel when you're getting near the end of a game, right? And then other games, I'm just like, I finished already? Like, what? Yeah, so I get surprised and sometimes I really see it, but the episode 2 demo ideas and theories. Oh, okay, so I started this last year. You're all like, oh, Heaven's Army is a reaction streamer now. Now he's getting ideas and theories. Oh, here we go. But yeah, I enjoy doing these. I enjoy going back and rewatching something, because I miss a lot when I'm live, right? I miss a lot when I look at chat and I talk to people. It's wild how much I can just only do one thing. I'm either A, looking at chat and talking to you, or B, I'm playing the game and I miss chat. It's still that way after 9 years. I still can't split my brain in two places. It's 100% in one and 0 in the other. So yeah, but interesting. Now we get into a game. Now we're getting into the game. I wrote down maybe the best game of the year. The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I wrote down maybe because when I wrote this down, I didn't know any other games. I can't think of another game that I played, enjoyed, and just, yeah, it's nice. There's no horrible things really going on. No, though this game did have a moment, didn't it? It had that moment with the Zelda, and then again and then doing the thing to the people in the past. Yeah, so you know what? There were still some moments, but nothing like what's going to transpire later on. But I still think this one might be the best game of the year. Like, I've played some amazingly fun, basically Nintendo games, where Sony has not been that fun for me. Starting with, you know, Infamous, and we're gonna get into a lot more doozier of games that were not fun. So it's interesting that I played a really fun game early, and then it's just we're gonna get worse games. But yeah, it wasn't all bad, by the way. Just letting you know that there's some games coming up that I'm writing as like the worst game I've ever played, and the most like disappointing game I've ever played. So, from a series that I loved. But yeah, we did a lot of Zeldas. Big game, and I didn't do everything either. I did not. I'm just like looking through the videos. I can't see all of my texts, like 3 or 4 Great Fairies, something, right? So I would have to hover over it. The Master Sword, probably. The Master Sword and Hylian Shield, both of them in one episode. Oh, good job, me. The Wind Sage. Koga is back, of course. Koga's back. The Fire Sage. Look at that face. But yeah, Koga. It was a pretty funny. He was your little intermediate comedy break, basically. The Sage, the Moon Gravity on the Water place. Right. That's Ganondorf, by the way. Yeah, it looks intense and crazy and awesome. Yeah, that's Ganondorf. Madness. I'm building what am I building? I'm building a robot. Oh, that robot, I think. Yeah, okay, I was building a robot. Koga again. The underpants thing, right. See, there's a lot going on. The underpants story. Yeah. There was a lot going on in the Tears of the Kingdom, and again, I didn't even go down underneath and did all the things underneath. I did the stuff that I needed to do, but nothing that I could have extra done. And just know that I have over 20. It's still going. 24 episodes. Was my kind of game. My kind of game, of course it is. So yeah, is it Tears of the Kingdom my kind of game? Absolutely, 100%. So many nicer moments than not nicer moments, you know what I mean? But yeah, now we're here with Infamous 2, right? Ice good, fire bad. Yeah, I think so. I think it was ice good, fire bad, but then they do a twist. The good karma ending. So yes, you know I always try to play good karma. That's what I've always that's my natural route to always take, and when I go against it, like I did that Star Wars Knights of the Republic, the bad route, like it still bothers me to this day. And do you know how many years ago that was? So yeah, I can't do bad. Like it's not even in a video game I could do bad. So it's so against me. But yeah, Infamous done. Like the good karma ending done, just like that. I think that would be Infamous 1 and 2 done, and then the first light, second sun. I think that's all the Infamouses, right? That should be it. Asuka and Elisa update. Oh, alright, so again, we're getting to like the Tekken 8 is like on the horizon. It's there's things happening. There's talk about Tekken 8, and I'm getting updates and stuff going on. Then we get to the 007 series. Again, I've already played 007, so I didn't start the series, but we're continuing it. We're not done. I hit next, and it's playing it again. There we go. Oh, there was 2 of them. Okay, I was like, I thought I know I'm hitting next, so it can't. I couldn't have done the wrong thing. But yeah, anyway, Asuka and Elisa update me trying to get the characters all updated and trying to change the... I remember I was trying to change my guide around. Awful idea. I should have copied and pasted it and then try to do the short format so everyone can see all my combos in like a few pages, but that was awful because there was so many symbols. Every time you're like, what does the exclamation mark mean again? Oh, it means down forward 2. Right. So it's just like, by the time you go through just the symbols, it was awful. I had to undo what I did, and it was a long time undoing my short guide. I should have never did it. Ah, look at that. We actually, after the demo, we hop into the Final Fantasy 16. I couldn't wait. Let me see what's happening here. We get to see Garuda, Freet, Ramu, Odin, and Bahamut right away. They're Freet and Limit Break. More sadness than 5 years later. Right. So I already experienced this. What I've written down for the notes in the moment, way back many months ago now. This was a very sad game. As in, like, you will be sad. The emotion you'll feel is sad. And for me, the biggest disappointment I've ever seen for a Final Fantasy game. And I've already explicitly said throughout the gameplay and at the end, Final Fantasy has always been teeter-tottering on like that dark edge. They were just like, they never crossed the line, but they kind of kept... I'm not gonna be playing like a Christmassy song on my thing. Again, these songs are random, my bad. It's part of my bit at this point, okay? But yeah, I like Final Fantasy games. And then this comes out and this is nothing. This is not I wouldn't call this Final Fantasy. Where's the crystals that I'm supposed to save? Where are the people? Where's the hero? And I didn't feel any of that. I didn't feel I was on an adventure. I didn't feel like I was in a Final Fantasy world. There was so much I did not enjoy when I played through this disturbingly sad world. And I can't jump on the world's sad thing that they're on to. A lot of people around the world's not happy for a lot of things that's going on. But I can't join you. I have to, and I am happy. So when I play Final Fantasy 1, not that I have, but I can, and I would be very happy playing Final Fantasy 1. If I were to hop into this game, which I won't, I'm just gonna be sad and disappointed because it's nothing like Final Fantasy, and Final Fantasy means maybe something different to you, but it means something to me, and Final Fantasy 16 is nothing that I think Final Fantasy is. So Final Fantasy may not be the worst game that I played, shockingly, this year, because it was. I had it written down that this is the worst game I played this year, but it's not. This is the most disappointing game I've played in the series. Oh, Art, you are incredibly early. That's awesome that you're here. Welcome for the celebration. I wasn't expecting to see you at all. I was expecting to be done this and not see you here, but I'm glad you made it. Welcome and thank you for as much as you can stop by. That type of support, so thank you. Wow, you got a day off. Well, I'm glad you're here. I feel like I heard this song last year as well. Next. We need... I don't know if we really need the military band song. Yeah, moving on quickly. Sounds like an old Mickey song. So yeah, I'm gonna move on from Final Fantasy 16 because it still is a huge disappointment. And I've kind of moved on from Final Fantasy 16. It was like, if I could find another game, another series, like, you know, Dragon Quest. If Dragon Quest is like another RPG game that they never fallen away from their true core, then maybe I might drop Final Fantasy from my favorite series and move on to another series. That's how bad I felt from Final Fantasy 16. Oh wow, Mal is here as well. Welcome back, Malice Fire. Welcome. Thank you for all of your support as well, Mal, for over the years of stopping by and not sassing me anymore, because my comment chats are so well tuned to stop you from everything. But yeah, welcome and thank you. Where am I looking at now? Ultimate Weapon level 100, New Game Plus in the Chronicler. Okay, so I must have I played a lot of Final Fantasy 16. I even did New Game Plus. So just know that I've gone and done all that I could for Final Fantasy 16, but it turned out not so good. And then the Quantum of Solace episode 2, we're back. We started 007, which was a hilarious game, did all of Final Fantasy 16, and then I hopped back into 007 again. Wow, that's interesting to see that. Star Wars Battlefront episode 1, just wanted to play a Star Wars game. Yeah, I was craving a Star Wars game, right? Every year I crave a Star Wars game. And, whatever that one was called, we'll see it, well, because I actually eventually play it, but, like, I was waiting for that game to either A, come out, or it was out, and it didn't come out yet, or something, and I was craving a Star Wars game. And then we played Dragon Quest Builders. Not quite Dragon Quest, the game, but Builders was interesting. You know what, I actually did like it. I do remember liking it. I didn't write anything down for it, but I do remember liking it. It was originally going to be, what, Fatal Fantasy? Wait, what? What was supposed to be? This Final Fantasy sounds too near the end? Is that what you're thinking? It's really the final episode. Oh, okay. You know what? It wasn't a bit. Tekken 7 was not a bit. Where I was done like episode 3, I was done episode 5, I was done episode 7, and here we are episode 26, and I'm like, it's truly the final episode, right? I'm totally done. Just know that there's probably more Tekken 7 videos. And I'm not doing it for a joke. I every time I'm done Tekken 7, something else happens and I gotta do another Tekken 7 video. So yeah, this song is interesting. I don't know what's going on, but here we are. But yeah. Final Fantasy is final is because Square said so. It's already gone. You can't write messages like this. I can't see any of your messages, so whatever you wrote is gone, and all I could read until it wasn't. You can't write messages. I gotta read your whole thing before you before you write. I can only see a piece of my video now. A piece of the chat, because I'm on another screen, so it's doomed. I have like 3 windows running. But Fatal Fantasy sounds dumb, so I'm glad they went with final. Where were we at? Dragon Quest, why the jump scare? Yeah, there's always a jump scare in all peaceful games. Peaceful games always have jump scares. But yeah, how many episodes did I do of Dragon Quest Builders? The giant is unchill? Yeah, the giant was unchill. A good game. Okay, so 12 episodes for a building game. That's right, I put in 12 episodes? That's awesome. I think I said, like, it was not a lot of freedom to build. You had to, like, do specific blueprints, and if you don't follow them, then you're gonna struggle. But then I found a way to just, like, build rooms, put, like, a couple treasure chests in to make a treasure room, and it just bumps it up, and was able to just kind of quickly move on instead of doing what the game... I want to do what I want to do, not do what the game tells you to do, right? When the game's like, build this room with this specific things, and make sure the throne room looks exactly like this, and I'm just like, ah. Also, actually has a story and reasoning for your building. Yes, if it was just an empty building game like Minecraft, which it is to me, I run out of... I lose interest pretty quickly for Minecraft. I do like Dragon Quest Builders more than Minecraft, it's obvious. But I still would like more freedom. More freedom. more building and more anything. So I clearly am on like a 007 binge because there's another 007 game right after Dragon Quest Builders. It's interesting to go back in time because I know I've done some of them, but some of them they feel like I haven't played them in years, and it was this year. Like it was for this anniversary that I'm talking about this. But I think the first 007 was hilarious. There was wacky things that happen all the time. You'll understand if you watch me play it. As in, I shoot something, my bullet ricochets off as something hits a bell, the bell falls and takes out a whole bunch of things and a whole bunch of people, and I'm just like, I didn't mean to do that. And it was awesome. But yeah, no, I still had fun going through the 007 games. I did a few of them this year, and they were all right. Especially for me not being a shooter. I played a lot of shooters this year, now that I think about this. We continued Code Vein. We're already done Code Vein. We're doing new game plus, everybody. Oh my goodness. Yes, that's a lot. Aiming for the best and the secret ending now. So we got the normal ending, and then the bad ending, and then the good ending. Again, the proper way to do this really quickly was to do the best ending first. Right? Because you collect everything, you get the best ending, then you go back and you get you collect whatever, if it's normal and bad or bad and normal, whichever one it is, you can quickly go through it once you get the best ending first. I didn't want to see the best ending first, I wanted to end on the best ending, so I had to do it the hard way, as per usual. But Code Vein, doing New Game Plus, this is clearly the end, and I could fly through Code Vein at this point. And just wipe out all the bosses on my first try, and yeah, it was interesting. But yeah. Oh, here we go, Lego Worlds. Goodness, from time to time, I see these Lego games and I'm like, I think people like these games, but when I play them, I don't see if people like them or not. But I still end up playing Legos from time to time because they're unique, and Lego Worlds was definitely unique. Me getting that saxophone and electric guitar, those moments were hilarious and awesome. So yeah, that. Is it only in 4 episodes I've already finished Lego Worlds? Again, is there way more content? Of course there is. Just I focused main story, I figured out what to do with the gold blocks, and then we moved on, right? Oh boy, yes, here we go. You see Wolverine right now? I'm gonna put him in the middle of the screen. This is very gory, way more gory. I've already platinumed this game. When would it be? 2009 probably? Right, 2009, 2010? And I would have just played this game for trophies. That's all that I was playing games for, was for trophies. So I probably skipped all the cutscenes, skipped all the dialogue, and I ran to the thing, grabbed everything that I could, platinumed the game, and moved on. That's why I decided to try to play some of the games on my that was platinumed, and I don't remember anything about them, and I tried to play them, and lo and behold, this game is absolutely gory. As you're running your Wolverine claws through people, throwing them on spikes, it's just blood, too much blood everywhere. People probably were like, this game is awesome. I'm like, yikes, that's a lot of blood. So that happened. Short game though. I guess it's only, is it only 2 episodes or is there more Wolverine? Not too sure, but, oh, okay. Now we're getting into some wacky games. Driver San Francisco. This was just a game that I thought would be racing. Oh, and Flowers has made it here as well. Welcome, and thank you for all of your supporting as well, Flowers. But yes, Driver San Francisco. Here it was like, oh, we're gonna be like driving around, right? It's gonna be a racer. No. You see that guy, that angry guy face? Well, this game has a story, and I think we're undercover cops or something, and we got a pretty fancy old muscle car. And we're like putting a stop to this crazy like crime that's happening, and there's like a whole thing going on, and you can buy some pretty cool cars. That's right, I bought a McLaren. Buying a McLaren F1 in the game was absolutely awesome. And yeah, it turned out to be a lot more fun. Again, probably had some swearing and stuff into it, but the driving around San Francisco and checking out some pretty cool cars and driving around, yeah, that was fun. And now we're getting into the phone games. We're getting back into the Android games because I kind of want to do a little bit of everything. In case if you're curious, this is a variety channel. Yes, I love RPGs. It's still my favorite genre, but I try to variety and spread it out because I want to hit as many people as possible with videos so that somebody out there may find me and one day find this channel and go, oh, this channel might actually be epic. So I'm doing everything. If I stuck to just RPGs, I don't know where I would be at now, but I probably would be having as much fun as I am doing variety. Okay, I see a bunch of, there you go. Moving on to, it's trying to change up the songs. So yeah, but minor gun builder, it's with the, you make your own ship. You customize your own ship on how it shoots based upon the size of the ship, and then you end up doing some crazy shots like that at the end. But yeah, and then Alchemist, and then One-Bit Adventure and Soda Dungeon, right? I just did a whole bunch of wacky games. Why not, right? And then we did, oh, Disgaea 2, everybody. Okay, I should talk Disgaea for a moment, since I'm revealing all my secrets. Revealed a bunch already, and let's reveal some more. I'm going through the Disgaea series, and trying to. So me doing Disgaea 2 is literally setting me up for Disgaea D2 is next after 2. So just know that within the future, sometime soon or later, this year or next year, expect Disgaea D2 to happen. Because I want to go through, I still want to play some RPGs on my channel, and these are ones I could kind of get away with. Sometimes I have to grind for like a week, but most times I don't. If you just do a single player level up, all the experience goes to one person, and your one person becomes so overpowered you can kind of beat the game without having to play for 1,000 hours. The fact that I can go and beat Disgaea 2 in 8 episodes, barely 7, but 8 episodes, we'll round up, means that I found the shortcut loop, and it's solo leveling one character. But I enjoy, surprisingly, a game about demons. These demons are more nicer than humans at sometimes, but I'm enjoying the Disgaea series, so why not just continue the Disgaea series as well? So D2 in the future, yes, absolutely. Are you saying Disgaea is easy? Because everyone will throw you outside and lock you out of their house forever. Because no, it's not easy. My strategy that I found makes it easier, and not too many people probably think to do that because you want to level up all your characters so you can get the stronger characters and then unlock those characters to give you more classes. But yeah, I don't do that. I skip all of that grind. I skipped 1,000 hours and cut it down into 8 episodes. Easy? No. Smart? Yeah, I'm definitely smart. I'm pretty smart. Tekken 8 episode 02, my second reaction video. Is this me watching? Yeah, okay. I think I'm going through the character stuff, right? And I'm reacting to all the new characters coming out in Tekken 8. Do you know how bad I want to play Tekken 8? You might have heard me talking about Tekken 8 before. Yes, I want to play Tekken 8. When? When is it going to happen? But yeah, I've done a bunch of reaction videos. Again, this year was interesting for reaction videos. And why not, right? Why not just enjoy things that are really easy? Reaction videos are easy to do too, for me. Surprisingly, I didn't know if I was gonna like them. I tried a few and I like them. But yeah, me reacting to a few more new characters. Oh, I went back to Abyss Odyssey. Again, I would have forgotten about this game had it not been here. Because I played the Abyss Odyssey years ago. And I quit because it was just like, what, this game's impossible. I go down one floor and I die, and there's no end to this, right? No, there was an end. I managed to somehow find the end. I decided to take a real shot at this game, and I managed to beat the game in 2 episodes. And I couldn't even get down any floors on the first time I played years ago. Madness, I know. Something kicked in where I just got... I don't think it was luck. I can't say luck happened. But I managed to get to the bottom on my first try and finish the game with 2 characters. It was just like, how? This... Well, if we were watching a football game, sure. But no, next song. Can't be, I don't know what's happening in this music playlist, but it's wild. All right, where are we at? Blaster Master, right? I went back to this game as well. Again, I wanted to do the Nintendo games as like all one-shot videos. I wanted to show people what the Nintendo Switch has, because I know how difficult they are. Okay, I know they are. I can't beat a lot of them, but Blaster Master I had a lot of fun with, and I'm like, if I'm going to play Blaster Master tonight, I have to like sit down and really try this, and I did. And I could win with these powers. Oh, is that what happened? So in 2 episodes I beat it? In 3 hours and an hour and almost 2? Short game, but I must have beaten it. So again, with the power of the Switch, okay? The power of the Switch is awesome because you're able to save. You're able to save and load, and it makes these Nintendo games live streamable, playable. But without the Switch, when like right now, I'm doing the new Super Mario Bros. Wii, and I already died how many times, and I just can't like save before I do a stage and then go through it. If it gets really bad, I could just start over again. I miss the quick saves and quick loads. Okay, I do. So going through these old games is gonna be tough. Have you actually gone through all your channels in this short time? Have I gone through all my channel? Probably not even. We're 7 months. We've gone through 3 months. 3 months have we gone through. Are you awake or are you still asleep, Flowers? So yeah, I could talk about every single one of these games. The downtown Neketsu running through people's houses. it was a race, okay? Who would have thought? And then it was the Joy Mech fight with Mario, or Mario lookalike tells you. I had a lot of fun with the Joy Mech fight. I found a move. I was able to do Hadoukens all over the place, and that fire, it was the fire. It was the fire one I used over and over and over. No one can touch me with fire. The high kick if they jump, to the Hadoukens, to the I was unstoppable. Eventually I found my stride and destroyed all. But yeah, we just, this was the year that I'm like, man, I really got to do some more Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance games off my Switch. So I did a whole bunch. And again, most likely this year, I will find a time to just do a bunch more, okay? I want to go through them. I want to get to the spot where, getting them all done, I could... Yeah, I just want to get them all done. There's so many, just like the Super Punch Out, and a whole bunch of other games. Again, I've already done Donkey Kong stuff. There's a whole bunch of games I've seen and heard about that I want to do, but I need to just get through all these games. So I'm getting there. I'm going through them, but I get distracted by other games. I do like the mini NIS stuff, right? They're all short little videos. You get to see the game and then you can just move on. Or if you want to digest a full game, just watch the full game that I do too. It's like, there is a lot of one-shot games, but then there's other ones like Earthbound Beginnings that I've done the whole game. Another RPG old school one, and I've done Earthbound, which was Mother 3. And this one's this is the first one, so like I've already done 3 and 1. Again, it's out of whack, right? But yeah, like I enjoy doing the one-shot stuff to get through the games, because there's no way I'm gonna beat a lot of them. And then some games I sit down and play if I can. Journey to Silas, right? I remember me talking about this game's gonna be the hardest game ever. And right, the title says I thought this was another game, and I thought that one was another game. I thought I was jumping and collecting things and shooting things. And it was not that. It was absolutely not that. So, wrong game. Mystery Tower, the ninja games, the pinball. I've done a little bit of everything. Pro wrestling again. Every time I do a pro wrestling game, something crazy always happens. Ooh, this needs to be played, not streamed. Okay, I think I know what that means. There's a meaning to me there. And I've ran into a lot of games this year that does this. Many games are playable, okay? A lot of games you can just play, but they are not live streamable. So when I tried to play Nightshade as a live stream, I got an hour in and I'm done the game forever. But if I were to sit down and play the game, and if I get lost, I can look up something, then it's totally playable. But it's just not streamable, not by the way I stream. I don't want to sit down and look up a guide for an hour to find out what's the next step. So yes, some games are live streamable, some games are not live streamable. This one was one of them because it's puzzles every single where you go. And if you don't figure it out, you're stuck in a room the whole time. How many times did I blow up because of the bomb? Like, the bomb is madness. At the very beginning, I died over and over because you had to do a specific thing, and it's just like, oh, it's one of these games. Oh, golf. Okay, between wrestling and golf, I don't know what's funnier. It's up to you, Heavenlies, to tell me what's funnier. Because golf always turns out to be a wacky thing as well, where it's just like I'm hitting a ball towards the end, but things happen in the middle between that. And same thing with wrestling. Every time I'm wrestling, it's either something crazy happens or something. Something always goes off script when it comes to wrestling and golfing. But yeah, we got some crazy Nintendo games. Ah, so here you go. I didn't write down I started the Ninja Gaiden series. Why? This game is undoable, unplayable, literally unplayable. I even have the powers of saving, and I can't even get through like stage Act 2. I think probably Act 2 might have been the furthest I've ever made it in that game. Every single jump, the game loads in a thing to hit you and kill you. It's just, it's not what I thought. I was going to start the Ninja Gaiden series. Again, I know it's a high age rated game. There's blood and there's ninjas killing other ninjas. But I was going to do the Ninja Gaiden series, but this game immediately made me say no to the whole series. My stuff isn't scripted. I actually really don't have a script down for 99% of my content. I write down throughout the year, like I did the Lego Skywalker, which just hasn't even happened yet, and this is one of the funniest games of the year. That's what I've written down, what I wrote down when I played the game. And now that I'm here in the future, I'll say that. For this thing, this is scripted kinda, but it still goes off the rail because I'm ad-libbing everything else in the middle. And all my other games are also not scripted. If you think I've sat up every time I fell off of a thing, crashed into another car, if you think I scripted all of that, I am a genius among men. So yeah, nothing I do really is scripted, ever. And if you think I'm doing things scripted, that's incredible that you think I'm able to plan in the future, play a game I've never played, and make my script happen. Yeah, I wish. So, where are we at? Kirby's Dream Land. Here's where I started. You're not thinking that? I hope you're not, because I can't script what I do. Kirby is what I started. So I think we started Kirby's Dream Land was like the handheld one? But I'm going through the Kirby's now. We've done a few other Kirby's. And I want to get, again, I want to go through the Kirby's, the Sonics, the Marios, the Metroids, Donkey Kongs. I want to just get through all of these games that people talk about all the time. I just want to go through them. I hope people eventually find this channel and see that I've actually played them. The Special Cybernetic Attack Team, Tetris for 25 minutes, Kirby's Adventure. Did I already beat the game? I may have already beat the game. Kirby games are not that long. Episode 1? Kirby's Adventure Episode 1? I think I beat both Kirby games that quickly? I may have. I very well may have. There's Punch-Out! Punch-Out! Minute 1, already laughing, just thinking about Punch-Out. Yeah, I mean, I guess it was like the first fight. I was fighting, they said my character was 17 years old. I'm like, oh good, I'm nice and young, right? I throw a few punches and I'm winded? Yeah, anyway. Totally scripted. Totally scripted. Episode 7, Tekken 7 episode 0 filler since your internet's shot. Oh, so Nintendo shot my internet? There's so much going on. There's gonna be many episode zeros. I mean, I'm not 17 anymore, right? So no, like, I'm not 17 anymore. I would have considered when I first started. 17 would have been old, but I'm not 17 anymore. So I know how much energy I had when I was 17, and the fact that I threw 5 punches and I was winded, that was the comedy. Unless you missed it, but you know, I hope you watch it and see where that goes. Star Tropics, that was another RPG-ish game, wasn't it? And I've gone and played through it. Oh, and again, the Nintendo RPG games, everybody, is 1 episode or 2 episodes long. Yeah, I beat the whole Star Tropics is done. I remember beating it. Star Soldier, Wygar, Tennis, that was interesting. Mario, oh, the Lost Levels. Okay, the Lost Levels. Ooh, I'm cleaning up my Mario games. I should mention that. I didn't write that down, but just thanks to the Switch, I'm doing some Mario games I never would have dreamed of. The Lost Levels, the Mario Advance. There's like a couple advanced ones. I think there's even Mario Advance 1 is here now, so eventually when I get back into it, we can do the Advanced 1, because we've already did Advanced 2. But now Advanced 1 exists, so I could do that one and just add it to the series and get more done. So yeah, that. The Immortal. I'm not immortal though. Indeed, I'm not. I died in 2 seconds. 1 fight, you're dead. You gotta like learn the combat, which is like swaying back and forth. It's really weird. But I think it'd be a good game, but yeah, I played 19 minutes and I was done that game forever. Twin B, oh my goodness. Anybody see this video? Anybody ever watch this? It's on the same lines as Final Fantasy VII Before Crisis. Before Crisis, Final Fantasy VII. It's on that. The guy with the face and the girl in the background, it already brings a smile to my face because of those scenes. But you have to watch the video to know why I'm already smiling. Just seeing that image right there. Volleyball, Wario's Woods, The Wrecking Crew. Right, I'm gonna wreck it. Yeah, see, I knew it. Look, I didn't even read the title. I just saw The Wrecking Crew and I'm like, I'm gonna wreck it. And that was my joke. And there you go. 7 months ago, I typed out the joke. I'm gonna wreck it's what I wrote down too. Never change, Heaven's Army, never change. Never ever. Always keep smiling and always keep making the jokes that come to your brain first. But yeah, there's another shooter, Xevious, and then Yoshi. I think Yoshi was not quite a game. It's like a little puzzle game, like a Tetris-y game. You keep swapping things around. Yeah, it was weird. Gargoyle's Quest, I think I did play, and I beat it, but the Red Blaze was connected to... What was the Red Blaze connected to? Metroid or something? The Gargoyle's connected to another game, but Gargoyle's got its own game, and you play as the Gargoyle, the Red Blaze. I don't remember now, but I do remember talking about it. And then the Pokemon trading card game! Oh, did I only do... Did I do more of that? Oh, I did. Okay. Phew. I was gonna say, I already saw episode 1 and I started seeking through. I enjoyed the card game. Absolutely. I think I enjoy Nintendo games, let alone just Pokemon games. But here you go. We made it to another really happy moment of this year. Tekken 8 Day 1 closed beta test. Let me see, I know I wrote this down. Did I already accidentally delete it? Yeah, no, I think I accidentally deleted it when I moved things around. Who cares? It's fine. What I wrote down was this is a pretty awesome, happy moment of this year. To get accepted by Tekken themselves and to get into their closed beta test, okay? That was a pretty awesome moment. Because like not everyone got in. Oh, there it is. I actually wrote it down. I wrote down Tekken 8 closed beta test that made me happy. Got approved to be in it. There you go. I did have this written down. Good, May. I didn't see it. But yeah, like it's nice when things go well. And when you like apply for something, or you know, you try to get that sponsor and they finally say yes or something. For me, it was like applying for Tekken 8 closed beta. Please let me play it. And they're like, yes, you are approved. So you only had 3 days to play it. Asuka changed so much. I made an Asuka guide. I was so good with Asuka, I made a guide. Or so I thought. And then I improved everything that I learned upon day 2. And there's a bigger story here. A much bigger story for Tekken 8. Because at this point in time, I was still an Asuka main. And if you hear the words, you're like, oh no, things have changed. Yes, if you were not keeping up, I was an Asuka main, but not anymore. So I'll leave you that tidbit. For those who know, you're like, hee, we know. And for those who don't know, well, we'll get there. Okay, we'll get there. We're only 7 months in, and we're still going up 7 more months. So we still got a long ways to go. But know that I was confused why Asuka changed so much, and then I researched. For over 7 months, I've been researching Tekken 8. And I now come to a conclusion on like what was going on and all that stuff, and I'm already past this point, but it's interesting to be here in this point when I was confused, and I'm like, I remember being confused here. Kirby's Dream Land, we're going through more Kirby's. They play Game and Watch Gallery. Oh boy, Game and Watch Gallery 3, by the way. More Pokemon. I beat Pokemon trading card game in 3 episodes. It's incredible that these games are... I really like it, of course, but I'm able to beat them in like 2 or 3 episodes. The Metroid that I missed. I could never play Metroid 2. It was on a handheld game, right? And there's no way to live stream off of a Game Boy. You can't just hook up a Game Boy, buy Metroid, buy the Game Boy, and convert it into a live stream thing. So I'm so thankful for the Nintendo Switch that May gave last year. You missed a lot, Art. But welcome back. But yeah, Metroid 2 finally got through that game. The map helped. Did I find a map or did I use a map? Only those who watch that video will know, because I don't know at this point. But now we got Metroid 1, 2, Super Metroid, and 4 done. I feel like I definitely got 4 Metroids done. Just waiting for people to show up and be like, dude, when's the next Metroid? Dude, when's the next Mario? Dude, when's the next Sonic? Just waiting for people to find me. But yeah, we're here. The Super Mario Land 2. Oh, it's not called Advanced? I think we may now have Super Mario Land 1, or it was Super Mario Advance 1. I feel like we got another Mario game that came out after I've done the second one, and it might be Mario Land, not Advanced. Claymates? Oh, right, where you turn into the cat and thing, right? Right. I remember that. Congo's Caper. Doomsday Warrior. Another fighter game, wasn't it? Saving the world again. That means I beat the game. I think I probably played as one character and beat one character story, right? Yeah, I think I saved the world again. Demon Crest? So this is SNES difficulty and NES difficulty. I think I beat the game, but I did it in 4 hours. I think I beat the game in 1 episode. Interesting. Ghostbusters! Oh man! Alright, now we're getting somewhere. You know, I almost won some tea too, but I got... Yeah, I can't make it now, it's too late. Ghostbusters! Funny. No singing, we'll get copyright strike probably? We'll get copyrighted, yeah, no singing, yeah, exactly, or we will. And then the Ghostbusters was fun. Ghostbusters was absolutely fun. I had a blast with that. Lots of comedy. Get to play as the people in the movies, and you're just hanging out with them. That's a really cool concept, and most of my dreams are like this, where I'm hanging out with people that do exist, and it would be cool to hang out with them. That's how my dreams were, and this is what Ghostbusters does. You remember the episode, my internet dying on what episode? Because Castlevania looks like it's 2 hours long. A prequel spin-off, Castlevania Legends. And then there's the filler of Tekken. Not sure, but I do see that. Well, it looks like I did episode 1 and 2 and there was nothing, so not too sure what you're seeing, but I don't see anything breaking there. Unless I edited and patched it out, but I don't remember it. Tekken, Hot Wheels, episode 3. So, at this point, I'm still using Hot Wheels as a filler game. Right. I must have did a good job editing and I don't remember it, thank goodness. But it seems I did Castlevania and then my internet went away. Either way, if you remember, I don't. Good on you. But yeah, I'm it's not that I don't play Hot Wheels anymore. I think I really found a good filler game. And it'll be up near the end because I actually played it recently for a filler because things happened on my channel and I need to do a filler again. From Tekken 7 to Tekken 8 Asuka guide. Right. So I think I showed everybody how to transition Asuka from Tekken 7 to Tekken 8. Because I played it and I know exactly what needs to be done. But it's still here at this point that I didn't catch on. That's crazy. Forspoken, one of May's donations, begins now. Interesting. I did one episode. Okay, so I know what's going on already. I did one episode because May was around. And May is like, when I'm around, you just play Forspoken. I'm like, absolutely, let's do it. And May won't see Forspoken for another bunch more days or weeks. And then probably another one. And then eventually I like asked May, like, May, is it okay if I play this game and beat it? Because it's just sitting there. And if you're not around, and you don't mind me going ahead, let me know. But if you want me to wait, I have no problem waiting. I can totally keep waiting. But what do you want me to do? And they're like, she was like, just go ahead and play. I'm beyond busy now and I won't be able to make it for a long time. So that's why Forspoken's like so broken up. Because I was actually waiting for the donatee to watch, right? If you're gonna donate, I'd rather you be around. So that. But yeah, that's the story I remember now. Donkey Kong, we started the Donkey Kong series, right. We did a few other Donkey Kongs, but now I'm into the countries. Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3. I know I've done them. Donkey Kong Country, Donkey Kong Country 2, and 3. Yeah, we did 1, 2, and 3. All of them in one episode? These games are so... Oh, another marching song. Okay, next. But yeah, that's surprising that we just beat them all within 4 hours. 3 hours, 3 hours, and 4 hours. My reaction, I'm reacting to more Tekken 8. Oh, Victor, you overpowered. Broken grab Victor. It's fixed now, but his grab was broken and everyone was like using Victor and grabbing all the time, and eventually people like, wait a minute, the grab's broken. You can't unbreak it. Yeah, anyway. We're spoken a few days later. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days later. Oh boy, here we are. We're in Street Fighter era, everybody. Heaven's Army? Playing Street Fighter? What? I'm gonna be honest with you right now. Street Fighter, the World Tour, is probably the best thing I've ever done in any fighter game ever. It's better than Tekken 6's main story. It's better than Tekken 5's main... Was the 5 of his main story, or was it 6 that I really... I think it was 6 that I enjoyed. Yeah, it was 6's main story. 5, I had that debacle. Where I bought Tekken 5 and it was a Tekken 5. Yeah, there was two Tekken 5s. One was fake and one was a real one. You'll understand once you see it. Anyway, last year too. But yeah, Street Fighter 6 World Tour, awesome. Very fun, a full story, an open world. You get to travel around, you get to meet all of the cast in the game. You get to be their student. It's awesome. It's incredible. If you haven't even played Street Fighter 6, I know I say Tekken a lot, Street Fighter 6, you should definitely do it for the World Tour. Absolutely will not have anything bad to say about the World Tour, alright? And even some of the quests might even crack you up, it's so funny. So yeah, that. I really think should give it a go. How many episodes did I do of Street Fighter? Made it to Nashal. Nashal must be the end, so we got 6 episodes of the Street Fighter, and then I did episode 0. Just because I enjoyed it. Oh no, the Cat Ninja Heaven's Army? Oh, I see. Yeah, one of the funny characters. She's really funny. She has some funny quests, and then some more Forspoken broken up in between things. Right. I think we got to this point, and then I haven't seen May for a long time. I think there's gonna be a long break, and then there's gonna be a whole bunch of journeys back to back to back. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, no, Street Fighter, absolutely fun. Again, I still like Tekken more than Street Fighter, but the World Tour is so worth mentioning. The impossible robot to fight. Apparently you need to be a lot higher level, but you could get there really early. Oh, actually, well, the episode 0, we actually did 10 episodes. We did 40 hours of gameplay. Actually, some of them are 4 hours and 5 hours. Some of them are almost 5 hours apiece. That's how much, you know, I like a game when I do about 5 hours. Am I bad for like kind of skipping Forspoken? Because we're not quite near the end of Forspoken because of the mess that happened with like May not being around, so I waited and then so much time went by and I got the approval and then I played it. But yeah, Forspoken, I do remember not liking the character. The main character was not an enjoyable person to play as. And I remember talking about Forspoken again recently because it was another game that reminded a lot of people of... It was like Forspoken, but it really wasn't. But Forspoken has a character that you just play as that she doesn't even want to be there. She hates everybody. She doesn't like being there. She doesn't want to help anybody. She doesn't want to go on this adventure, which is like you're in a new world. You have magic. You can climb up walls and jump off of things, and you can do such incredible things, and she just doesn't want to be there, okay? Yes, Giordano was last year. We're actually, you're about to see it. You're actually, you're about to see it very soon. And I already mentioned it earlier on when you missed everything because you're a slacker and late all the time. But yeah, Journey, Forspoken. Did I call it Journey? I saw Journey here, and it looks like it's journal. It's supposed to say too. But yeah, Forspoken was I don't know. It was difficult. A lot of swearing. There was a lot of things that made it not fun. Again, Square has been making a lot of games that I just haven't been enjoying a lot lately, and it's not good because they maybe are still my favorite series company, but it's I don't know. Like they're really falling very quickly from the things that I like. But yeah, never mind. I did 10 episodes for Street Fighter 6, everybody, and now we're back here. This was a long time going, but yeah, Luke Skywalker, I wrote down maybe the funniest game of the year. At the time, I didn't know if Breathage was going to be the funniest, if Luke Skywalker was the funniest. But yeah, this one here also very funny. It's that Lego comedy that you all should know and love at this point. And yeah, and just listen. If you own the game, I recommend you playing it. But if you don't, I hope you watch because it's a riot of laughter. And again, I did main story. Less than 4 hours, 4 hours and 6.5 hours. Oh, is this the flower? Another one of those flower moments where I asked Flowers like, I'm gonna beat this game like soon, right? And they're probably like, yeah, I'm totally gonna beat it. And then 2.5 hours later, I finally get it done. Not at the 4 hour mark, at the 6.5 hour mark. I've had a lot of Flowers moments this year. But yeah, just so you know though, if you're looking at this going, it's only 3 episodes long, no, I focused main story finishing movies. Do you know how much side content and open worlds that I didn't explore? There's a lot more content. Almost every single Lego game, there's a lot more content. Just know that I usually focus on main story because I want it compact and I want it like everything back to back and a quick flow. So yeah, just know that 3 episodes look small, but yeah, I just did main story, so it's that long for main story and a lot more for side content. I see Yuffie's face now. We finally got our hands on episode, obviously 7 episode intermission. I didn't write down that this was a donation. I feel like this was a donation. I feel like me getting the Pokemon Pearl and stuff, and then I would have also used the rest of this for May's donation or something. But I don't have any of this written down, so that's weird. Either A, I totally blanked onto it, or I somehow got this, and I don't think I got this. So my brain's thinking donation, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, no, it's a short little DLC playing as Yuffie. Pretty interesting. Yeah, and again, at this point, I can't warn you for spoilers since I've done this over last year for my channel. Yeah, I can't say spoiler alert. I beat this game, so, you know, those characters are in it. But Weiss and Zack is there. Good to see Zack still alive. What is with these marching band stuff? Don't know. I wrote down like happy and ambient and classic and I like whatever else, and I get marching band stuff. Yeah, it's hilarious. Anyway, Adventures of Tintin. This is a movie, but the game, not the movie. So I played the game, but there is also a movie with the unicorn thingy. Different from the movie. So if you watch the movie and then play the game, it's like the characters exist. Is this not playing any music? I see that it's playing, but I don't see that it's playing. Yeah, I'm just trying to get back to... Is it really quiet? It's a really quiet song. I'm just gonna move on. It's a really quiet song. It actually is playing something, but I can't even hear it either. Distractions on my perfect playthrough. Let's play thingy. Anyway, we're we're actually over halfway through my thing. Okay, cool. But yeah. This was the year I watched a bunch of movies too, wasn't it? I never wrote that down. I watched a bunch of movies so I could play a bunch of games. So any James Bond thing, any Adventures of Tintin, like I watched the movies before I played them. The ants got me? Oh, the ants definitely do get you. You literally walk on the ground and you die. It's just like, why? It's like, well, there's holes in the ground. Obviously holes in the ground means death. And it's like, no, it doesn't. But in this world it does, but I don't believe it. Yeah, I actually beat that game somehow. Don't ask me how, but I beaten it. Madness. There's some things I do that I don't know how I do. And there's a second game this year that I've accidentally beat. Because there's no other word for it. Oh, something crazy must have happened where I had no internet. Oh, just a tease for the real Let's Play. So yes, I even did a teaser. Oh, look at me, I'm doing everything. I even do teasers. I even do teasers like, oh, I'm gonna play this game. That's right, in the future, this game's gonna be played. I think I just want to get some levels up or something in that one. And then yes, I hopped into Dark Cloud 2. Now Dark Cloud 2, there is a story here. Because Dark Cloud 2 is going to finish off the Dark Cloud series, right? Dark Cloud 1 was great. Another marching band one! Woo! And another one! There's 3 marching bands in a row. But yeah, no, Dark Cloud 2 was going to finish off the Dark Cloud series. And most times, the second game is better than the first, right? They make one game, they're like, cool, we put this game together, we think you might like it, or we just slapped it together, whatever happens, happens. And then they're like, oh, people like this, let's do the second game, let's make this happen. And yeah, honestly, Dark Cloud 2 was not that fun. It was the really slow combat. You always had to hold block. It was worse than Dark Souls, where you just run through the world with a shield up always. Well, at least you're allowed to run while with a shield. In this game, if you hold block, you just have to wait. And you have to, it was, enemy's turn is always first, and then you can go if the enemy does the right attack. If the enemy does an attack and then does another thing, well, it wasn't your turn. It was still the enemy's turn. And it was just a lot of blocking and waiting, and it was very disappointing. Not as disappointing as Final Fantasy 16, but it wasn't fun. This game also was not fun. Sadly. But we made it to chapter 3. There's more Dark Souls than that, but I guess I took a break from it. I probably took a break from the game and moved on to something else, because again, it just wasn't fun. And I don't know how, because Dark Cloud 1 was fun, okay? They do a crazy hard twist as well. They had to level up all your characters, and all your characters had to have a strong weapon at the end of the game, or you can't beat it. That was a rough twist, But at least it was just that. Another marching band song. Songs, everybody, are all over the place. Either way, I believe I see Darksiders 3, which means I'm continuing the Darksiders series, and no one's mentioned the final Darksiders game. There's one Darksiders game left, and not a single person still has mentioned when are you going to play and get Darksiders, whatever it's called, Origins, or I don't know what it's called, but there's one more Darksiders game that finishes off the series. Is it truly finished by the story? No, they're all over the place. Darksiders 1 has the beginning and the end in one thing. You only need to do Darksiders 1 to know what's going to happen. Darksiders 2 and 3 takes place in between 1. It's just like, what? I'm like, yep, I know, it's really weird how they did the story. I don't know what they were thinking, but yeah, there's still one more Darksiders game, but if no one talks about it, then we just move on, right? Like how I've been doing. But yeah, I remember, again, Darksiders is fun. If you like a Zelda-y game, where you get to jump and hookshot and fly around and glide across, and the combat's kind of like Prince of Persia 1 fighting, you know, it's kind of fast and stuff. It's a pretty decent game for what it is, but yeah, it might not be your style, I don't know, but I got all 1, 2, and 3 Darksiders is done now, and now we're waiting for the final game, if it ever happens. But then we hop back onto Dark Cloud, because I need to finish that game. Right, I see Dark Cloud 2 is there, we just need to get it done. Chapter 4 done, Tekken 8 demo. Oh, okay. I would. Of course I would. If Tekken 8 demo pops out of nowheres, and I'm gonna play it over Dark Cloud 2 any day. And I did. I didn't want to wait, but yeah, the demo was fun. They gave you, what, 4 characters? As the demo episode 00 shows, would nerf him. Yeah, literally nerf Paul. Paul is so strong. I felt bad whooping the computer on the hardest difficulty. There was nothing the computer could do. If they stood up, they got tripped for a full combo. If they stood up and I didn't trip them and they thought I was gonna go low and I power punched them into oblivion, there's nothing they could do. The AI was in absolute tears. I think the AI like glitched at one point and went in the corner and cried because I played as Paul. So nerf him, and they haven't nerfed him yet either, by the way. Paul is still way too overpowered in that game. The one accidental 50-50 low or mid, and you lose 50 health or whatever it is. It's stupid. Stupidly dumb. Anyway, moving on from Tekken 8 demo, the demo's still there. People can still play it, like me. For those who don't have Tekken 8, it's still there for free, but maybe everyone else is playing Tekken 8 but me. And I think Mal, but you never know. Oh wow, that song is really quiet. Louder music for a very good game. Is there more of... I think Dark Cloud 2, I beat the game, by the way, and then the game's like, by the way, there's more, and I'm like, no, there is no more. I'm done. I beat you. I see credits. We're done. I do not want to see what else is in this game. I think I dropped it, and then we moved on to a great game. Yes, another May donation, most likely. Shining Pearl. All 3 together once again. Yeah, for those who know how I like to play Pokemon, I absolutely like having all 3 starters. It's just an enjoyable thing to just have all 3 of them there with you. That's not a shiny Shinx. What's up with that? I had a shiny one before. Getting mythical Pokemon early. Oh, right. So my family sent me, was it Sword and Shield and Pikachu and Eevee? One of those out of the 2 games, and you could get 2 mythical Pokemon at the very beginning of the game. And of course, I had to use one of them because they were one of the Pokemon I really like. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Oh, are we here? Welcome to December 25th. This is my Christmas game. Yeah, it was an actually nice, lovely little game. It really was. I even wrote down Christmas was good. I remember getting some good stuff for Christmas, and the game itself was a nice little like an artsy game with a little story with a cat and a bunny. how can you go wrong with a cat and a bunny? So yeah, anyway, I said to throw that there, but yeah, no, we continue on with Pokemon through Christmas and throughout the New Year's too, probably. We probably did, but yeah. There's one of the mythical Pokemon. It's a adorable Mew. And I started wearing the cyber outfit. I think so. Goodness, 7 gyms conquered, all 8 gyms, made it to Victory Road. Yes, there it is. I played Pokemon through Christmas and through New Year's Eve. Confirmed. Yeah, we enter in the year 2024. Yeah, wrong video, Flowers. This video is totally fine. You're so weird. Anyway, the champion once more. Battle Zone, one more episode if you will, and then post-game secrets and stuff. Okay, I see what's going on. Nah, you can't. You can't and you won't. But yeah, Pokemon Shining Pearl. I would love to do another Pokemon game. They are pricey. If I can find out my family keeps getting Pokemon games, the extended family I keep calling them because I don't tell you how close they are or how far away they are. But yeah, I get games from them from time to time. I still haven't given back Tekken 7, so I feel like I don't want to keep taking all the games from them. So yeah, but that was a good game. I definitely, Pokemon games are always going to be fun for me, and if I keep doing what I've done last year, we're going to get there's a good % chance that we're going to get another Nintendo game. We're going to get the Skya in here this year, a few more of the one-shot Nintendo stuff. I'll just keep it going like that, but anything could happen, right? Because I got some crazy out of nowhere games too, right? That also happened this year, that I played games that I never even planned to play ever, and then I end up playing them. It happens. Yeah, the 007s were good. This was GoldenEye again, but different GoldenEye. This time you're playing as another James Bond, another different James Bond, and Natalie changed a lot, and the jungle scene makes sense. Kissing in the jungle again, but it also makes sense. Because when you beat it in Nintendo 64, you're on a satellite dish, you take out 006, and then you're in the jungle kissing, and you're like, how? Well, in this game it explains how we got there. So yeah, anyway, the joke is in that playthrough as well. Oh, anyway, where are we at? We're back on Devil World and Mysterious. Okay, so now we're back into the NES stuff and this SNES stuff eventually. This looks like Super Nintendo to me, and it looks exactly like early Street Fighter 2. And I think it was. I think you had the same Hadoukens and the kicks and everything. Yeah, I really think so. This was like interesting if you want to see more Street Fighter E things. Jelly Boy? It looked like a hammer. Interesting. Oh, we made it to the Super Mario 3D All-Stars, where I got that game. Really important that I got that game because there's a lot of Marios that I was missing. And yeah, getting this Mario Sunshine Galaxy was great. Those were the games I really wanted to play and really wanted to get. So we got them, and we've already played them at this point, but we're going through the Mario Sunshine. And just so you know, that is probably one of the hardest games I played this year. Yeah, as in difficulty-wise. I got lost so many times. There were so many crazy things that just didn't make any sense on why I would need to use Yoshi to spit something onto a floating water creature and it turns it into a solid foundation. Just things like that just make no sense, okay? And that's where it was just complicated and very difficult. Again, it's a 3D open jumping on things, and if you fail, you die and you gotta start all over again. That stage right there that you see right now with the leaf and the acid water, and you gotta get the 7 red coins. Why? So yeah, anyway, it was very difficult. Okay, very difficult. But I see Lego 2K Drive, so another Lego game but driving. So I have like the Hot Wheels and I have Lego 2K Drive. At least 2K Drive had dirt racing, water racing, and road racing, where Lego was just you're on these Lego tracks and you're doing flips and stuff too. But Lego 2K Drive was interesting. Okay. Indeed, it was. Indeed, any of the Lego stuff, racing stuff, will be fillers for whatever reason. I don't have notes on when I did fillers because usually just something went awry. But I do see we start the Sly Cooper series now. After the Mario Sunshine, we hop straight into the Sly series. And my fourth and final character reveal reaction, because I think there's only a few characters coming out left and we kind of already knew who they were. So I'm just like, I'm totally done with my reaction for the characters. I really, you know, it's all Flowers' fault that 4 months has gone by and Flowers still hasn't given me Tekken 8. But yeah, I'm done with my reactions for the characters. If something crazy happens in Tekken 8, I'll react to it. But normally I don't want to do an entire video of their patches. Their patches are good enough to do a reaction video, but I can't do 4 hours of reacting to a patch. So I've not been doing reactions to the Tekken 8 stuff. I think we're at the end of all the music. No, there's no way we are. I hit next, but nothing happens. I don't feel like we... I don't think we've gone through the music, but it's like I hit next and it doesn't play next. Anyway. You only recently got it? Yeah, well, you should have did the joke that I did really early on. Give me the game first. Allow me to go through the story and the arcade, and then eventually we can play it, because I won't play it unless I'm live streaming it, and I'm only going to live stream the story. But no, you did it the wrong way, and now here you are playing it every day, and we're all falling behind. So yeah, all your fault. See that angry point? That's me saying all your fault. Where was I at? Yes. So more Sly Cooper, and then right here. Now we're at the Forspoken where May was like, "Go ahead, I'm busy. Go ahead and beat Forspoken because it's not going anywheres." You do, but it's all right. I'm gonna ask one of your friends to like show me your playtime, and I want to see how many ridiculous hours you put into Tekken 8. How many hundreds of hours you sunk in already, and it's gonna be like, oh man, how unfair. But anyway, Forspoken should be done at this point. She becomes less angry right here. Yeah, she all of a sudden does a complete character 180, and there's no reason for it. She hates everything. Oh, I don't hate something because I just decided to now, and it's just like, wait, what? So yeah, very weird. Listen, the music's gonna be whatever they are. Sly Cooper 2. So yeah, Sly. I feel like here. This is what I was talking about. The first game comes out, it does well. The second game, it just improves upon everything that the first game does. And yes, it was a great improvement. The characters got their own personalities. They all did their own thing. It got better. It did. Absolutely, yeah. And then Tekken 7, episode 28 and 29. Why so many numbers? Basic matchup Akuma to Kuma. Right. Okay, I know why now. I know where I was going with this. So, I think it was at this point here, because this is the hardest struggle for me, okay? I don't know a matchup to save my life. If I fought Steve, if I fought Jack right now, I would lose against a strong opponent, okay? Because I don't know what they can do. And these videos are for me to watch and go through the moves that are good to do. And it's only a few moves too. If somebody else fires off another new move, I won't even know it exists. So the matchup is the hardest thing for me to learn. next to how to avoid grabs, because they come out of nowhere for me. So I'm not watching your character, I'm watching my character and the distance between us. So I don't see a grab coming because I'm not looking at your hands. So it's very, I struggle with grabs. But this also is another struggle, character matchups. I really don't get it. So it's really, for me, these two videos to watch, but I'm also liking the Tekken 8 Elisa. This is where I'm like, pretty sure I've done all of the video watching at, no, it's not. It's not. I think I know I'm going to like Elisa, but I'm not to that point where I watch the video. It's going to be another Tekken 8 thing where I'm talking about somebody. Well, his name's going to be there, but yeah, and that's what I find out about Asuka being absolutely nerfed, okay? But yeah, anyway, it's Fergus, in case if you're curious. I was trying to be coy, but there's no way. I watched the Fergus stuff and I'm like, oh, that's exactly what's going on. But yeah, we're here going through Sly. After I did some character matchup stuff that I did Sly 2, Sly 3. Episode 3, A Whole Lot of Love? Did I finish Sly 3 in 3 episodes as well? A Whole Lot of Love sounds like the actual ending. Yeah, I think so. I think that has to be the ending. It has to be, without a doubt. Now we made it to Jedi Survivor. Okay, I think I'm starting to get into some of my games that I got as well. And yeah, stuff like that. And Star Wars, again, I'll always crave to play another Star Wars game. I'll always crave it. It's called Jedi Survivor this time. Yeah, if it's Star Wars, I'm going to like it. There's some stuff that happens into it. But did they, Betrayed, yeah, see the betray happens there. I see the betray already. I found my stance that I like. You could finally, in this game, one stance allows you to, again, it's so weird to hear marching band music. One stance allows you to attack and block and cancel, okay? Okay? So, when you finally make a game where you attack and you can't stop, which is all of the first game, and you finally give me a stance that works, I like it. The combat's finally fun. More fun than the first one. So yeah, the Boba Fett thing did happen, and that was one betrayal indeed. But there was another one, not that spot either. There was another betrayal. The music that I'm playing now is something, isn't it? Anyway. Star Wars, and then Final Fantasy VII 01 State of Play reaction. This is the demo. This is a demo. I watched the State of Play reaction, right? 30 minutes long, and then I did the demo that came out, because I was planning for it. And it's been over 3 months? Over 3 months and we still don't have Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, again, my channel has not done well, so I can't believe all this time has gone by, we still haven't even played Final Fantasy VII on a channel that plays Final Fantasy games. Yeah, it's been a crazy year, but we played some good games throughout it too, right? We got the Star Wars. I won, but I didn't. Yeah, okay. Again, I think Star Wars also ended up being pretty sad, didn't it? I think other games have overruled how sad some other games are. But I don't think Star Wars was happy either. Again, I like Star Wars, but sometimes they go down that dark road as well. My goodness, now we're into Steel Rising. All I can say is if you really like Dark Souls-y style games, well, this one has that, but it also has a story. And I know I harp on Dark Souls all the time for having no story. I don't get story out of lore. I need you to tell me the story. I need you to tell me who this dude is who I'm fighting. I don't want to look at a story and read a biography about it. This has a story, okay? So I would like this more than Dark Souls, just because of the story alone, but also there's many ways to fight. I did the old counter. counter plus counter equals more counters. Episode 5, you should see it. I found the counter style was way easier to do in this game than it is for Dark Souls. Dark Souls, that counter window is pretty small. In this one, it's pretty large. And I was unstoppable the moment I found my counters. I found my weapon, then I found the counters, and the game was over at that point. I beat the game at that point. So yeah, that is what I want to say. But Steel Rising was fun. Fergus reaction and deciding my main. Oh boy, here we go. It's here in the middle of Steel Rising, everybody. Does another Tekken 8, Tekken 7 video come out where I watched Fergus's videos that finally came out around then. And I'm like, that is exactly what's happened. That's exactly what happened during my Tekken 8 Asuka playthrough. That's why I lost to Mal's Law when I fought against him. Asuka is nerfed so badly. She is literally one of the worst characters in Tekken 8. And she was not good to begin with in Tekken 7, and then they chopped her down and made her worse. Taking away the only things I liked about Asuka, and they're all gone. They're all gone, the things that I like. So, yeah, I decided my main that day that it's not... Asuka's gone. I haven't even played as Asuka once. Since that moment, I've been playing as Elisa only, and the last time I fought, it was all Elisa only. Not even played Tekken 7 recently, and I didn't even play as Asuka. Asuka has been officially dropped for over 3 months now. Just accept it as it is, because I've already moved on a long time ago. Elisa's my main. I might find another character, but it's not going to be Asuka, and it's not going to be June either. But yeah, anyway, past the point of no return, back on Steel Rising, and then we're back on Batman catching bats. Yeah, that's right. Oh, someone's standing over you, it means you died. Oh, cool. I like how episode 2, I showed the game over screen. But yeah, 8 years before Arkham Asylum, so Batman games in order are out of order for story. Isn't it about time, No Flowers? So now is the time that you do, and it'll be right on time. If you say night now, then you won't fall asleep. There you go. All of your problems have been solved by logic. So Batman Arkham Origins is like before Arkham Asylum, but it's the third game. We've done Asylum, and then City, and then Origins. So I'm going through the Batman games as well. I think it's still Arkham Knight, right? So hopefully that game gets done within this year that we're moving ourselves into after this video. So yeah, we'll see, because that should be something that could happen. But I did another part 2 of the demo. Interesting. Oh, now we're in Mario Galaxy. Yeah, so Super Mario Galaxy, what I've wrote down was Sunshine was difficult in places, and Galaxy was just more fun and just more easier than Sunshine. Sunshine was difficult. I'd rather you. I've already solved your dilemma, Flowers. Yeah, I'd rather you do what I hinted by solving your dilemma. It'd be way nicer than you coming back and saying the thing that you said. So yeah, yeah, Galaxy was great. I enjoyed Galaxy a lot, and Rosalina was cool. She had helped all the star people out, all of that stuff, and we create a new universe at the end. Yeah, you could believe me or not, whatever you want to say. Oh boy, see, this is where I get these crazy ideas, and I get to see them in real time. Another Eden, Tower of Fantasy, back to back. What is going on with these games? Well, another Eden. If you want to see more Chrono Trigger Chrono Cross, here is Chrono Trigger Cross 3. Another Eden is basically carrying on the Chrono Trigger Chrono Cross thing. Okay? And I played episode 1, and I'm just waiting for people to show up and be like, dude, you gotta do episode 2. I would do it that night, or the next day if you ask during the middle of a live stream. I would do it the next day. Immediately. Because yes, I want to play this game, but if no one's interested in these amazing games, or no one's around because they can't find me, then I kind of don't want to just play these alone. So yeah, that. And then I do Tower of Fantasy. Why? I don't know why. Is there a reason why I did this? It's because I did another Eden, nobody cared, so I did another game, and I'm like, hopefully nobody cares about this one. And then people do? Because Tower of Fantasy is Genshin Impact. Again, and you know how I feel about Genshin Impact. So why would I play another Genshin Impact game? I'll never know. But what I will say after playing Tower of Fantasy is that it is way better than Genshin Impact. It's way more fair, it's way more nicer. I even played and beat the game, but I forgot something really, really, really important in Tower of Fantasy, which nobody reminded me because nobody was watching. No one was around. I was supposed to do the character episodes. There was a whole bunch of special character episodes in that big old page. No one reminded me when I got near the end to do them. So when I finished the game and said goodbye forever and uninstalled it, sometime later, someone on YouTube was like, hey, don't forget to do the character episodes. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I forgot. The game's deleted. I moved on, and I don't know if I'll ever be back. So it's just like, you should have reminded me while I was playing. Yeah, Flowers is like, oh, those. Exactly. Like, my Heavenlies are asleep. No one's around. I don't even know what to do with them. So, by the way, I just realized I don't have my water with me. I have to get my water. I've been yelling and laughing and carrying on, and I went to reach for my water, and I'm like, oh, I don't have my water. I know I started early, but I messed up my water? How dare I? Where are we at? Oh boy. We're doing another idle text-based game, everybody. I mean, if you were awake, Flowers, this is the year Flowers has been not around and not awake and sleeping and missing so much content. Even in that 1 hour, there's so much content that you miss, Flowers. But you're a human. I don't expect you to do 4 hours of live streaming like me every night. Ooh, okay, cold water. Nice. We're back to idle incremental text-based games. I only did one. We're not doing these forever, but it was another game that I found. I'm like, listen, let's throw back from years ago. Years ago, I used to do a few of these, and another one showed up. This got like a few comments on it, right? And a lot of people like, oh, you play some text-based games. I'm like, here's some more. And it was nice to see some people still play these games, so it was just a throwback to those good old times early on in my channel. The music, whatever. We're just gonna go with it. RC Pro Am. This is like a prelude to the racing games. Yeah, it's again. This is the year that I finally listened to a few of my viewers. You know, one was Flowers recommending Tower of Fantasy, and another one is people requesting Gran Turismo, and I actually do it. Did no one just cheer for 10? Oh my goodness. Somebody actually cheered for my channel anniversary? What an exciting day. And thank you and welcome. Madness. That's throwing me off. Snake, Rattle and Roll, Joe and Mac 2. Oh, and then some more? No one. You were actually hitting way too many buttons. What? That's... You're making my cat do all these dances, but you're making my cat do all those hidden commands that I've written down. My goodness. Well, thank you for also cheering some more on this lovely anniversary. And thank you. There's another way to support. You don't have to. I'd rather you show up and watch and enjoy, but there's another way. Where are we at? Tower of Fantasy, episode 2, 3, 4. Oh boy. Here's why I go through Tower of Fantasy. Yeah, making my cat dance. Another sweet command. That one's not hidden. There's just a lot of Tower of Fantasy, isn't there? Yeah, there is. You get your own free house. I crawled on top of the tower. That was really cool. That was a really cool moment. I climb on top of the tower. It took a while. My friend said they climbed for like how long, and then I'm like, well, I don't want to climb that long. Would you want to like climb up there before I get home and just get like partially up there? And you're like, no. I'm like, yeah, please do it. I want to do that for my episode. Yeah, behind the scenes that you've never heard of. But my friend did climb up a large part of that tower, and I did the rest of it. Is Art also doing crazy things? No way. There's no way. I refuse to believe. But Art is too. Art hitting crazy buttons as well. Thank you all, by the way, for just celebrating. Being here is also extra nice. I'm trying so hard not to sash you all because I'm trying to be nice, but yeah, thank you for hitting those extra buttons, going above and beyond. Well, thank you all. But yeah, where are we at? So again, I got how many ultra rare max star characters? I got a lot in this game. This game again is fair. This is a fair game. Oh, is that super rare? I saw the purple flash by. That's a super rare. But yeah, we got a lot of super rares. Are you more? If you're just gonna do 100, you just want to just go for the bigger numbers. Instead of doing 10 100s, you can just do 1000 and be done. Thank you, both of you. It's just constantly hitting 100s now. Now they're all just doing 100s at a time. They're being rebels. My cat will not stop dancing now. Shame on you. Making Angel Cat work so hard. But thank you. You're actually speeding me up towards possibly something else that I haven't even spoke about yet. Ah, it's nice. It's a nice distraction from all of this too. Yeah, so Tower of Fantasy, am I done? Cheesing our way down there? I don't think we're done. I don't think we're done. Chapter 10 and 11, we're not. I cheesed my way through this the thing. There was something that would have been taken a long time to do, or possibly I never would have figured it out, so I cheesed my way through the game. And I did, I had to. And it was worth it. It was totally worth cheesing my way through the wall. Absolutely. No boss fight, skip the whole boss fight, secretly work my way down. Oh, I'll talk about it once I get to it, but we're a long ways away from that point. We're on Jak and Daxter right now, the Precursor Legacy. Jak and Daxter 1, 2, and 3 we've done. We've done the whole Jak and Daxter series. While we're here, Jak 1 was a good game, okay? You had your fun? Go to sleep, Flowers. Jak 2 was a huge disappointment. It wasn't as disappointing as Final Fantasy 16, but it was my least favorite game of the year. We finally hit my least favorite game of the year. Jak 2, least favorite. Again, disappointing, not as much as 16, but I liked it less than Final Fantasy 16, if that makes any sense to you. Because there's not liking it, and then there's being disappointed. And Final Fantasy 16 was... Final Fantasy is a thing that I love, so being that disappointed was just a bigger fall. But Jak 2, they just turned it into a sandbox game, and I don't even want to talk about it. I was just not enjoying what they done to Jak 2. At all. So, yeah, it's too bad, because Jak 1 was fine. And Jak 2 is not fine, but I see more Tower of Fantasy level 80. Oh, here we go. We finally hit... I'm moving on from Jak as quickly as I can, okay? We're finally now in the Gran Turismo series. Yes, people requested a lot of Gran Turismo stuff. Flowers was there for the whole Jak 2 thing. And now that I've played Gran Turismo 5, I really do like Gran Turismo games. Again, I skipped 1 through 4. It would be really difficult to not only live stream those games, but to get a hold of 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I started the Gran Turismo series off on 5 in the hopes that I don't do what I did in Tekken. Go back and do 1, 2, 3, and 4 after I've done a whole bunch of them. So I hope to do 5 and 6 and Sport and 7. For those who know the future, you already know what I'm skipping. And for those who have hope, well then, we're almost there. Anyway, yeah, we started Gran Turismo 5. We did Jack 3, Episode 3. Trilogy Collection's finished. And here we go with Destiny 2. Oh boy. You've been officially here? You've been officially here for like 10 days, Flowers. You missed so much. Destiny 2. This is one of those games that I played the game and I'm like, it's not as good as the first one, but you know, the combat's fun, the shooting's fun. And then the Witch Queen comes out and I'm like, oh, let's just go ahead and beat it. Sure, why not? And then it's going to happen again. This sounds oddly country. It doesn't sound like anything like it with the words that I'm seeing. But whatever. Alright, anyway, if you play that song, it's gonna throw me off. But yeah, Destiny has been a crazy game this year, and it's gonna be crazy next year too, because there's still more. There's still more. Oh no, no one's still going with those lovely cheers, and it's even more? Oh boy, 160 now. They're just going mad. Thanks, no one. But yeah, Destiny is we're gonna see Destiny a lot, and one more time, I think. I say one more time, but they've done it many times already, but Destiny 2, we're gonna see a bunch. Here and one more time in the future, maybe. But Tower of Fantasy 13 and 14 done, Chapter 15 completed. Okay, so I think we're nearing the end of Tower of Fantasy as well. So I started Gran Turismo, finished Jack, started Destiny's DLC stuff, finished Tower of Fantasy, did a little bit of Gran Turismo 5, started, there's the demo, there's the donation. There's the other donation, The Elder Scrolls Online. Starting here in the midst of all of this chaos right now. I started Gran Turismo 5 and I had plans to do games, and then this donation comes into nowheres and they're like, play The Elder Scrolls Online. Art is doing it again. I can't tell who's number one because I got my chat moved and everything out of the whack. Who's number one? Who's number one in cheer right now? Thank you. Number one and number two. But yeah. I'm gonna say MMOs will never be my kind of game. MMOs have oh yeah, no, no one's definitely Flowers is third, Art second, no one first. I say. I can see it now. I had to just move some things. But thank you, all of you, for all of those cheers, by the way. I see some numbers there now. Again, my chat's kind of messed up because I got 3 windows open and it's hard to see everything now. But thank you all for all of those things. But yeah, I play MMOs because I think people will like them, but they're not my style, okay? They're truly not my style. So with that, just know that just because I play them doesn't mean I'm gonna be an MMO channel, because I'm not. But this was a donation, I accepted it, and then I played it. I just remember it being complicated. And I remember being constantly bombarded with, have you bought our subscription yet? And that always is not a fun thing for me to see when I'm trying to play a game. So yeah, I just remember it's not as fun as Skyrim, okay? I enjoy Skyrim and Oblivion more than online. Because I like the offline style more than the MMO daily thing. That is what an MMO is. Again, I'm just not a fan of MMOs. So just realize that when I play an MMO, I'm not a fan. But I've done 2 MMOs this year, by the way. That's right, 2 of them. Just know that Elder Scrolls is only one of them. But then we're back on Gran Turismo 5. B-Spec AI cannot drive. AI cannot drive indeed. AI is awful at driving. Plus it's 2 to 3 times the length of all the other ones. Well, I'm glad all my chat's getting a little bit more active too, so good on you all. B-spec done for now. Am I drawing an Alpha Romero? Goodness, that must be a test or something. There you go. There's my other MMO. RuneScape. And not just RuneScape, old school RuneScape. That's right. I've done 2 MMOs at the same time, sort of. I started the Elder Scrolls Online, and then I jump into old school RuneScape. And it's just like, what is happening, heavens? This is not, you don't do these things. No, I don't. But I had plans to do old school RuneScape before the Elder Scrolls Online got donated to me, okay? I had plans to do Gran Turismo 5, old school RuneScape, and then it was another Mario game. That was my plan. But things have gone haywire once the donation comes in, and now I'm playing the Elder Scrolls Online. I'm still going through Gran Turismo 5. Started some old school RuneScape, and then every time I get to a good point, I just do another video. Continue on with the Elder Scrolls Online, get to another point and do another video. RuneScape got done really quickly, by the way. I know I set my rules pretty low, right? Let's beat all the quests. Let's get all my stats to level 40. And then that's it. That's all we need to do for old school RuneScape free to play. If we want to play more, we need to get members. We need to do a whole bunch more stuff that I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just do it. Let's just do what I said. Let's just get all this quests done and get all my stats to 40, and we're done RuneScape. That's all I want to do. And I pulled it off really quickly. Here we are, still on... Oh, the music's playing, but it's really quiet. Okay, we made it to the end again. Oh, I think we actually listened to all the music, everybody. Well, I say that, but I don't think I heard this one, but I think we've gone through all 70 almost tracks. A whole bunch I skipped, but yeah, that's happening right now. Where am I at? Still Elder Scrolls, more RuneScape, more Elder Scrolls, more RuneScape. We're just going back and forth between 2 MMOs. What's wrong with me? This is wild to be doing this, but okay. The game tried to stop me. Did the game try to stop me? Yes. Oh, this was the... Okay, yes, I remember. Indeed you do, but when you show up, you make a scene and then impact no one. But yeah, this was the episode that the servers were down and everyone was disconnecting from the game. And yes, the game tried to stop me from beating it, but I persevered. You'll see how many times I get disconnected if you watch this episode. I probably could have beaten it within 2 hours. I might have been disconnected for like 2 hours total, or at least that's how it felt. But yeah, Elder Scrolls tried to stop me from beating it. I persevered, and then I moved on to old school RuneScape. And then I finished RuneScape, old school RuneScape 2 days after? Like, what is... Even now, I'm like, how did I pull this off? But I did. I really don't want to do 2 MMOs again like this. That's really difficult to do 2 MMOs at the same time. Plus, like, Gran Turismo and stuff like that in the middle. Yeah, I gotta find the limit somehow, some way. But we're starting the Immortals of Avium. This was that free PlayStation Plus game. It's a shooter game, but you shoot with magic. You have these weird 3 sigils, and you can shoot different ways with the sigils. And though I do recommend this game since it's free, just know that it's like, it's a shooter game, but there's a story, and you're in like an ever war, so it's not happy all the time. So just know that it's not a big happy thing, but know that there are characters in this game that are trying to make it funny. And I laughed at it, but a lot of people on the internet didn't laugh. And they said that the characters don't fit the world, and they didn't like it. I liked the comedy, but I don't know if you will. Again, I like laughing and stuff, so when the comedy happened, I laughed. With that though, I played it, enjoyed it, beat it. It was all right. And then I do Tekken 7 episode 01. I still got it. I demolished Flowers, by the way. Flowers has been playing a lot of Tekken 8. But I'm like, when you hop into Tekken 7, just know that it's going to be slow. It's going to feel like you're lagging. The Flowers kept saying that the game was lagging. And I'm like, no, that's how slow Tekken 7 is. They didn't quite get it, but Tekken 7's just really slow to Tekken 8. And Flowers have been playing too much Tekken 8, and I destroyed Flowers with my main. Because I learned a lot watching Tekken 8 videos just about Elisa. That's all I've done. I think we're at the end of the music now, so now I hit next. And then I think we did go through these songs, right? Hard to say. You know what? I wasn't really listening to the music. Oh boy, here we go again. I was talked into playing Ark Survival Evolved one more time. And I even gave it another chance. Well, another chance to be like, let's try to do Ark, okay? I know I'm supposed to find these notes, and the game is supposed to tell me what to do. And I found some notes, and nothing happened. I've already, at this point, we're not here yet, but by episode 2, I'm done Ark again. I dropped Ark another time. I cannot play Ark. It's a sandbox game, not a survivor game. So I cannot do Ark as a live stream channel, okay? So Ark I tried one more time. I can't do it. Oh boy, here we are. We made it to Gran Turismo 6, everybody, okay? Gran Turismo 5 was very difficult. I had fun, but it was very unfun at the same time, okay? And now Gran Turismo 6, 5 days ago, it says 5 days ago, but it has to be Immortals of Avium 4 days ago, 2 days ago. It's not even registering the time right. No, it's I did this last night. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days ago. Again, I didn't miss any days. This was done, this was the next day, this is the next day, this is the next day. YouTube's timing is all weird. Whatever. Gran Turismo 6 is already done. Not because I quit the game or the game is bad or anything. My PlayStation 3, the laser has worn out that it cannot read any dual layer CDs, aka Gran Turismo 6, Final Fantasy 13, and all the other dual layer games that are CDs. My PlayStation 3 cannot read Gran Turismo 6. I cannot play Gran Turismo 6 until I get a working PlayStation 3. So this was like one of these huge disappointments, huge surprises that I was unprepared for. So Gran Turismo 6 is sitting here on the thingy, on the shelf, I'll call it that, and I can't play it. The PlayStation 3 just won't read it. It reads the Skya D2, so that means the laser's working, just won't read everything. So I've already asked everybody, if you really want me to play Gran Turismo 6, we need to get a PlayStation 3. And that entails a lot more than I ever asked for. Or we're all just like, your PlayStation 3 is dead to us anyway, move on to Gran Turismo Sport. And I don't know what to do with that yet. So I'm still in this phase where just like, I don't know what to do. I want to play Gran Turismo 6 really bad because I really think I'm going to like it. And I just can't play it. Or I could just, like, again, so I don't know what you Heavenlies want. PlayStation 3s are stupidly expensive because I already looked now that a bunch of time has gone by. But yeah, just know that PlayStation 3s are just, I don't know why they're so expensive. But that's where I'm at right now. I cannot do Gran Turismo 6. I've gone and finished the Immortals of Avium at this point. There's my episode 2 where I'm like, again, what do I do? There is no story. You lied to me, my friends. I found the notes. Nothing happens. They just talk about dinosaurs. They're not like, go here and do this specific thing for the story. So there is no story. Again, So I already dropped, I've lost Gran Turismo 6, I dropped Arc, and now I'm out of games. Basically, okay? That's basically what's happening. So now I find this game, this is exactly what I needed to play after this happened and this happened. Right? I had 3 games, Gran Turismo 6, Immortals, and Arc. I finished Immortals, Gran Turismo 6 won't play here. I do Arc, I'm done 3 games in one day, basically. So it's rough. Cool, let's just go with this song for now. But yeah, Power Wash Simulator. I did this 2 nights ago. Again, I would have been live streaming this game now, and then I would send it to YouTube eventually later. It's after the live stream, of course. The day after. So anyway, Power Wash Simulator is great. I think that's going to be a perfect filler game. Probably more fun than the Hot Wheels, more fun than the Lego 2K Racing. So it was just a wonderful break. Depending on how long this was going to go, I could do another Power Wash episode or hopefully just get a whole thing done. But yeah, this was great. This was wonderful. I didn't know how much fun I was going to have, but I like Power Wash Simulator. And now we're here on what happened yesterday. Like, what happened yesterday. And today is this live stream, so there would be nothing after this until this live stream gets sent to YouTube. But here we are. I started the new Super Mario Bros. Wait, that was the game I was going to play after all of my stuff was done. Gran Turismo 6 was a surprise. It was an early surprise that happened. But it's already doomed to unable to play. But yeah, I started the Mario Bros. That one shouldn't take more than another 2 more episodes at best, right? To beat that game. So I may even beat it tomorrow. But yeah, started the new Mario Bros. Wii, enjoying that game, of course, because it's a Nintendo game. It's bright, it's happy. There's no drama, there's no death, there's no bad stuff happening. There's no swear words. I'm just going to enjoy Mario, and then I don't know what I have planned for games, but I have an idea of what I want to do, which this idea came to me before this celebration. The plan that I have, which may not be enacted upon, it might not come to be, but the plan that I have is that because my PlayStation 3 has kind of broken down, right? It's not being, I can't play all the games I want to play, like Gran Turismo 6, but I can still play games, I think. I haven't tried another PlayStation 3 game yet, so I should test my PlayStation 3, and not only that, maybe I should start playing all of my old games. I have a lot of PlayStation 1, 2, and 3 games that I should play. Was there like 19 games? 19 PlayStation 3 games? Or 17 PlayStation 3 games I haven't played. They're there to be played. I just haven't gotten around to them. And it's that moment there where I'm like, maybe I should try to get done all of these old games that I have that CD. So I don't know if I'm going to pull it off, but if I can get done all of my CD games from old to new, that would be probably a wise thing to do, because all that needs to happen now is my PlayStation 1 to break, my PlayStation 2 to break, my Xbox to break, and we're going to lose a lot more games than just Gran Turismo 6, okay? And I don't know how many other games I own that are also dual layered on my PlayStation 3. I have no idea. So I don't know how many games I've already lost thanks to my PlayStation 3 laser acting up. So I'll have to see, because this is the future now, and I don't know what the future has in store for me. But maybe I should get cracking on all of my older games that I have sitting there, and yeah, we'll just gotta figure it out. Or preferably, I can get a PlayStation 3 again soon. And then I could just continue on with what I was going to do. Gran Turismo 6, Disgaea D2, and whatever else I have for PlayStation 3. So we will see what the Heavenlies do. If they do nothing, then, well, I gotta make a plan for that as well. For buttons that needs to be pressed, but if they don't press it, then it's fine. We just need to find another way. But at least I have a plan that I at least thought of, okay? I really would love to. So strange. Yeah, the music is strange, I gotta say. Who would have thought that those are classical songs, by the way? It's marching songs, not classical songs, but either way, we're here at the end. I gave you at least one of my plans, which is maybe just to go through some more of my CD games. Again, a lot of PlayStation 1 and 2 are RPGs, which means I kind of can't do them. I can't sit down and play a classic RPG game right now. It'll take me a month just to get one episode in. So I don't know how to tackle RPGs still when things are just not working out right on my channel. It's not the right time for me to be able to play all the RPG games I dream to play. Yeah, scrolling up. Oh, okay, we made it down to this point before. We have 619 subscribers? I actually have more than that. I have 619 subscribers that say that they're my subscribers. There are more that are hidden. They've hidden themselves. They subscribe to me, but they don't want people to know. That's unfortunate because we're getting close to 700 actually. But you actually only see 619. Oh, I didn't realize that was the actual number. Oh, wow. But we have over 4.1k videos on this channel. That's incredible how many videos we have on this channel. After 9 years, we put out 4.1k videos. So that's something to celebrate as well. You know, YouTube is actually growing a lot more than Twitch. So, it's, yeah, by the way, that command's been broken for years. I don't know if anybody else has that command working on their channel, but it doesn't work on mine. For years, but I'm glad you're all testing it tonight, because I saw it the second time now. I thought I told everybody that it's been broken, but either way, I want to thank, like, everybody who's supporting, whether you're on Twitch or YouTube or both, or wherever else you're at on Twitter, X, my bad. Yeah, just thank you for all of the support. It's another year gone by. I don't know how many people seen the last year's thank you anniversary, but now we got another one showing up, and it's just another time for me to thank you all again for all your hard work. And the fact that I managed to pull off another year of videos without taking another break. That's just something to celebrate too. What number am I up to right now? 3,288 days live streamed in a row. That's right. I've never missed a day since I started live streaming. I've done a video every single day since day one. So yeah, that's something I wanted to celebrate, show you. The numbers are big on this channel. The heart for this channel is big. And I do hope that when people find me, that they do what they're doing now. Thanks for another bunch of cheers, all of you heavenlies. Thank you. Glad to have you here today. Wish I had you here more. Is what I shall say. But yeah, I don't know where else to go with these anniversary celebrations, because yes, like, I'm super thankful for what everyone's done. This year has been kind of up and down, but again, it's been more up than down. I've had some shockers this year, right? Obviously 16 was a shocker, Jack 2, my PlayStation 3, but as we've gone through such wonderful games. Discord gamer? You can't play games on Discord? Yes you can, yes you can. I was gonna come back with a witty comeback, but no, you can. Welcome to this anniversary. I stopped myself because yes, you can. So yeah, welcome. The music is doing its own thing, isn't it? But yeah, all I can really say is thank you all who show up, support in all of the ways that you can. Thank you. All the ways that you do. Thank yous. Oh, well, you don't have a capital R there. If you would have had, Yeah, you have to have a capital R for be Disco Red Gamer. I would have got, I got Discord, as in like Discord. Yeah. You gotta change your name to that capital R and everyone will be able to read it immediately. Well, now I know. Disco Red, everybody. I would have never read it that way. You got capital G for gamer, so or spaces would have worked, but it's fine. What a day. This has been an interesting anniversary. Again, we've gone through all of my YouTube videos from last year to now. And yeah, all I can say is I hope for another good year. I hope I can continue this crazy record-breaking thing that I'm doing. I hope I could continue to do a video every night for people who want to have a nice, calm, chill video to watch that night. And I hope I can just keep things going. And let's not let the PlayStation 3 and stuff beat us into this new year for what it was. Let's hope for good things to keep happening for both you and me. And we can call this a wonderful little thank you again. So, thanks Heavenlies for showing up and watching, and seriously, if you like what I'm doing, please hit those buttons you know to do by now, and I will see you all in the next episode. Take care!